Hello everyone, welcome to CCNA tutorial. My name is Adam In. Today we're going to explore how to configure static route on a Cisco router. Static route is manually configured on the router. It tells router where to send the packet between different networks. It is typically used in small or simple networks. Now let's take a look at today's topology. It is composed by 4 routers and 2 PCs. Altogether, they represent 5 networks, from 10 to 50. The first step we'll do is to configure the IP address on the 2 PCs. For PC 1, its IP address is 10.1.1.2. The default gateway and DNS server will be the IP address of the router's interface that it connected to, which will be 10.1.1.1. And for PC2, its IP address is 50.1.1.2. Default gateway and DNS server is 50.1.1.1. Secondly, we're going to configure the IP addresses on router interfaces. The command we're going to use firstly to enter the interface configuration by type interface and the number F0/0 or /1. Use the command IP address 10.1.1.1, 255.255.255.0, which is the subnet. Last line, no shutdown, which means to activate the interface. Now this is the complete configuration of the router interfaces today. For router 1, the interface F00 is connected to the 10 network. F01 is the 20 network. On router 2, F00 is to the 20 network. F01 is on the 30 network. On router 3, F00 is on the 30 network. F01 is on 40 network. Router 4, F01 is on 40 network and F00 is on 50 network. Now we're going to configure the static route on the routers in order to make the 2 PCs on different networks connectable. There are 2 ways to tell the router how to route the package: with the next hop address or the exit interface on the same router. Starting from router 1, it is directly connected to 2 networks, 10.1.1.0 and 20.1.1.0 network. We will need to configure 3 static routes for it to reach the other 3 networks, 30, 40, and 50.1.1.0. The commands will be IP route 30.1.1.0, 255.255.255.0, 20.1.1.2, IP route 40.1.1.0, the subnet, and the next hop address. The same thing is for the 40 network. Then for router 2, it needs to know where the 10, 40, and 50 networks are. These are commands to configure the static route on the router 2. To reach the 10.1.1.0 network, it uses the next hop address 20.1.1.1 because it goes to the downward. And the 40 and 50 network, the next hop address will be on its right side, which is 30.1.1.2. And here is the commands to configure the configure route on router 3. It needs to know where the 10, 20, and 50 networks are, which for 10 and 20, it used the next hop address 30.1.1.1. For the 50 network, it uses next hop address 40.1.1.2. For the router 4, it connects to the 40 and 50 network, and it doesn't know where the 10, 20, 30 networks are. So the command is given to the router with the same next hop address 40.1.1.1. Now we've already learned how to configure the static route with the next hop address. Next, let's see how to make it happen by using the exit interface, by using the router 3 as an example. It needs to know the 10, 20, and 50 networks. And for the 10 and 20 networks, it comes from the interface F00, and the 50 network is on the side of the interface F01. So the exit interfaces are all the interfaces on the own router. But for the next hop address will be the address on the other routers. We've completed all the commands already. Let's test it if it works. We can issue the command show IP route on the routers. It will display the routing table. Any route starts with a letter S indicates it's a static configured. Or we can try to pin from the PC1 to PC2. Since they belong to different networks, if the test is successful, that means our configuration is good. That's all for this tutorial. If you need the lab topology to try it yourself in Packet Tracer, please email me at adam.in@hotmail.com. Thanks for watching and see you next time.